Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. I am the internet's dorky grandpa. Glad to meet you. Hope you'll stay. Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, my second Q&A video of the day. The first one I did every single Twitter question. And actually, I didn't do all of them. There were a couple that I didn't choose because they weren't, my brain is just not working today. It's because I'm coming down with something. My throat is really sore. I don't feel right. I've had a fever. My brain is not functioning well because of that. But it's because I had already answered them before or such like that I didn't get to every Twitter one. But I effectively answered all those. Now I'm going to go through and answer some YouTube ones. Yay! YouTube videos. Actually, they're comments, aren't they? So, my first question was from XX, rats are cool, XX. And you are correct, rats are very cool. I used to have 2 pet rats back in the past. Not at the same time, separate times. And I really like rats too, but I just like hamsters better. But he asked, what was your time in rehab like? Actually, I went to rehab several times. It took me probably about 6 rehab visits altogether. Well, 3 rehab and a couple detoxes. Because the first times I went into detox a couple times because I'd come out, drink, and then either detox on my own. I have withdrawn from alcohol probably a good 20 times. Withdrawing from alcohol is dangerous. It can kill you. And each time I've withdrawn from alcohol, I have puked my guts out. Oddly, except for the last time when I blew a .544 on the breathalyzer. I never puked or anything like that when I went into rehab. But my main rehab, where the thing that finally worked, that made it so I stopped drinking, was a behavioral clinic. I don't do well with 12-step programs, and there's a reason for that. I've got my own reasons, but 12-step programs, AA, they've done study after study after study. They have found that if you don't do anything at all, and you rely on AA, your odds of relapsing are huge if you rely on AA. You have a much better chance of staying sober by not going to AA than you do by going. The relapse rate for AA is huge. The non-relapse rate, the relapse rate for those that don't is not as bad. I've never gone to AA and all that, so I have, but I have fought it because they say this is not a religious program. It is a program for stopping you from drinking. But if you go through all of those 12 steps, none of them have anything to do with drinking, and 10 of the 12 are purely religious. It's not a let's stop you from drinking program at all. It doesn't work. Your odds of relapsing while going to AA are much better than if you just stayed at home and said, I ain't going to drink like those losers down at AA. Now, I don't think people that go to AA are losers. That was my voice speaking for that person who said that. That's not me. Even though the relapse rate is huge, for those people that it works for, if that's what it works, go for it. If that's what you need, do it. That's what I say. It doesn't matter that for most people, it actually increases your odds of relapsing. If it worked for you, that's good. But I went to a behavioral place. We had to go to group meetings all day, like rational recovery and all that. You could choose that instead of 12-step programs, but you had to go to 12-step or rational recovery. And there were other things for behavioral ways to change it, because it was a behavioral clinic. After 2 months of staying there, I don't drink. I've come home and I got the tools, the mindset necessary, and I have not drank. When my wife was alive, I gosh darn it. After my wife died, I drank for 4 months and then quit again when I needed to stop. So, what was my time in rehab like? Pretty awful. I met some of the best people in my life in rehab. Most of them recovering drug addicts. In fact, I found that some of the best people I've ever known are recovering drug addicts. Whether it's heroin, cocaine, meth, whatever. Some of the best people I know that I would trust, put my life in the hands of, are addicts that are doing their best to get clean again. So thumbs up. Question 2. Are you happy of what I'm doing on YouTube? Do I want to continue? And I think, you think I'm a great inspiration? Thank you. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. I'm moderately happy. I honestly don't know what I want to do with my channel. I mean, I started off as a gaming channel. If you check my 1,600 videos I've got, I've only done 500 some reaction videos, so that's over 1,000 Let's Play videos I've done, along with skits and other things. So most of my stuff is gaming. This is what I've done as a sidetrack. reaction videos, and Q&As and all that. Before, I just did Let's Plays. Do I want to continue? Sure do. I want to show my appreciation to all of you for the rest of my born days. I want to be on my deathbed, live streaming, going, yeah, this is coming up on the end. Oh, I think I'm coming up on it. It's been a good 90 years, but... And then have them come and pry the mouse out of my cold, stiff hand. So yeah, I want to continue. Am I happy with what I'm doing? Yeah. I am. I wish in ways that I could make enough money to live on. That'd be awesome. I wish, in a way, I really want to get. I never thought that I could ever do it, but now I'm like a quarter of the way there. I really, really, really want that 100,000 subscriber silver play button from Google. Or no, it's not silver, is it? It's like bronze or something. It's the lowest level of accomplishment. But at 100,000, they're going to send me a play button. That's what I'm happy. I want that. So what can I say? I never thought that I'd be anything like this on YouTube. I mean, when I had 1,000 videos, I only had like 1,000 subscribers, and even that I was amazed at. I never thought I'd have more than like 5. So yeah, I'm happy. Thank you. And then M's Books asks, of all the K-pop groups I've ever reacted to, which is my favorite? Now, I can't choose favorites. My favorite now won't be my favorite in 10 minutes, won't be my favorite tomorrow. But of all the K-pop groups that I've listened to, probably VIX for their Error video and song. That one was so good and the video so powerful, I cried like an abandoned child in the woods. It just hit me hard because it reminds me so much of the death of my wife. So much of the death of my wife that it's because of that emotional tie. Now I keep flashing onto the song, and I want to not remember it, or I'm just going to cry. So that's that answer, and I'm gonna go on, or I'm gonna lose it entirely. Superfruit Pentatonics asks, what is my favorite thing to do in my free time other than making videos? Right now, it's a toss-up. I like playing games, but I also walk. I walk for hours. Hours and hours and hours. Actually, it's only like 2 hours when I take my constitutional in the middle of the night. If I leave at midnight, I come back around 2. Takes 2 hours for my long walk around town. And that's one of my favorite things to do, is to just walk. And the other thing is, yeah, playing games. So I'm really boring. Now, if my friends are around and they're feeling active enough, we go hiking. And we go hiking out in the national forests. National forests. We have a lot of parks in Washington State. We still have a lot of trees, although like half of them are gone. But we've still got a lot of trees, and so we go hiking up in the parks and the forests. And we climb it. We drive like up to the snow line and then walk in the trails up there. So that's number 3. Okay, and that's still walking. So what can I say? Jade BTS said, why did I start making videos on YouTube? Well, I've actually answered this one a few times, but I'm going to answer it again because I don't mind saying. I started making videos. Well, actually, when my wife was alive, I actually did a 20 video series on the game Arena. Just because I was 47 and I needed something to do while wasting time while taking care of my wife. And I just did a thing, and then I stopped doing it after a time. 20 episodes, and then like 4 or 5 years pass, and then my wife dies. I gave up on life. I just quit. And I was drifting. I mean, literally, I would get up, horrified that I was awake, sit in a chair for 18 hours, desperately wishing that the day was over, doing nothing but reading, occasionally drinking some fluids, occasionally going to the bathroom, eating when the stomach pains got too hard. I'd given up and I was waiting to die. But something wouldn't just let me go, and I decided death was not a good idea. My wife would not like that, and I needed something to pull me back into life from the drifting toward death that I was in. The only thing that I could think of, oddly, because I don't know anyone in town after my wife died and my children taken care of by my in-laws, I don't know anybody. I only met my friends that come by all the time 2 years ago. So I did the only thing I could do, and I grabbed YouTube. And I grabbed hold of YouTube hard, and I said, I need to live. And so to pull myself back into interaction with people, I started a channel. And it's worked. I started interacting with people. I got drawn back into life. Now I'm doing videos all day. I've got friends. I go out walking and hikes. We go hiking. I talk to people online. I do all sorts of stuff. Yeah, my life is, I'm older and my wife's dead. I don't have a lot in my life right now, physically, but I got this. And this is incredible. So thumbs up. That's why I started making videos on YouTube. And that's why I continue making videos now. Therapy, because my wife has died. And it fills up my time. So I don't just sit around and brood and stew in my own juices over the death of my own wife, over the death of my wife. And it's also, it just keeps me involved with people. And I like that. As much as I am an introvert, I know I need people. And so, I'm interacting from people right now, even though I'm not interacting face to face. Awesome. Oh, I got time for one more, and then I'm going to call this one. Marcelo380 asks, do I like horror games? I love horror games. I love horror games. I don't know why. I also love horror films. The tackier the better when it comes to horror films. I mean, if it's a B movie with a huge body count, I love it. I think they're awesome. Video games, I love horror games. I've been playing Amnesia. I'm like 10 episodes into that and I'm still playing it and recording it and uploading it. So check out, hopefully I've got my link to the playlist here for Amnesia. I'm going to be doing Outlast soon. And I got the Penumbra series. I got all sorts of horror games that I want to play because I love horror games. I hate the feeling that I get while playing horror games. I hate that feeling. I hate my blood pressure going up. I hate my pulse going up. I hate that feeling of dread. I hate that sick feeling of fear. I hate that fear that death is there. But I seek it out. And I hunt it down, and I squeeze as much of that feeling as I can out of each game, because I love it. So thank you very much for asking. And uh-oh, my light bulb burnt out. Well, how apropos. That's special. I don't have another light bulb. So the rest of my videos are going to be really dark. This is great. Well, if you got any comments, if you could drop them down in the boxes down there, that would be awesome. I read as many as I can, answer as many as I can, thumbs up as many as I can. And if you got any suggestions, drop them down there. If you don't make any suggestions, they'll never get chosen. The odds of them being chosen, if you do make a suggestion, are pretty small. I get over 200 suggestions per day. I physically can't do them all, but I do my best. Also, there's links you can follow to like GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Twitter, Facebook. Hey, if you can donate and you'd love to, awesome, please do. If you have donated, you are a wonderful, beautiful, awesome human being. If you would like to donate but can't, it's all right. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. And if you can donate but you just don't do that sort of thing, that's all right. I don't even like asking for money. This bugs me doing this. You know, I'm doing this for therapy and for gratitude, not for money. As soon as I get onto the shores of financial stability, I'm going to stop grubbing for cash. But I'm not on the shores of financial stability yet. So hey, hopefully I got another video coming up. I don't have another light bulb, so I'm going to have a dark video coming up. You take care. Have a great day, and I will see you on the flip side. Remember, pillows are soft and fluffy. Please put that down in the comments to show that you read the entire, that you watched the entire video. Any comment without that, I know you didn't. Uh-oh. Take care. I'll see you on the flip side.